1941, a state of war.
What General Vagon has called the Battle of France is over. The Battle of Britain is about to begin.
We shall fight on the beaches, we shall fight on the landing grounds, we shall fight in the fields and in the streets, we shall fight in the hills.
Hey guys and gals, this is Alden at themossandcrate.com, and I wanted to share one of the more interesting Japanese Arisakas that I own. So this one is a World War II bringback from the Pacific. As you can see, it's been struck by bullets at least a couple times. And I can imagine that the Japanese soldier that was carrying this one did not make it, just based on the damage to his rifle alone. Probably 30-06 hit it, looks like. I don't think it was a 30 carbine, definitely wasn't a 50. So probably an M1 Garand or a 03A3, maybe a machine gun. See there, it's a Type 99. And actually the first two letters on there, or actually numbers, are QQ 99, and the last word is Shiki, which stands for type, so 99 type. You see this one has that nice later war beaver chatter in the wrist area of the stock, and it's got a neat rubberized canvas sling. And by this point in time, because it is rubber, or part of it is rubber, it's pretty much petrified. It's not flexible whatsoever, so it's just on there for show. So this happens to be a Kokura manufactured Type 99, and of course these are in 7.7 by 58, also known as 7.7 Japanese. You see the Kokura factory marking there, and this is a Series 24. It's actually a later rifle in the 24th series. It is serial number, I think 82,000, somewhere in there. They started with serial number 0 and went all the way to 99,000, so it's one of the later ones. You see this here, this is a splice, and this is a crack. And a lot of people, you can actually get Arisakas pretty cheap because people don't bother researching them and do not realize that that long line there in the stock is actually a splice and is part of the manufacturing process. It's not a crack, so a lot of times you'll see them discounted heavily because a gun store's like, oh, it's got a horrible crack and going right through the buttstock, and or right through the butt on the stock, and that's just not the case. But as you can see, pretty bad bullet damage on there. Didn't really do too much harm to the barrel itself. There's a bit of an indentation there, but man, it messed up the stock and the sight, or at least the sight base there. And then of course there's a little bit of shrapnel damage here and there on it as well. Looks like some burn marks. And a Type 24, or rather the 24 series of Kokura Type 99 would have been produced from April 1944 to December 1944. And because this is a later one, it's probably October, November, maybe early December 1944 when that one was produced. But I did want to kind of compare this one to a few others, like this top rifle here. This is an earlier Japanese Arisaka. And just kind of show you what happened to the rifles as time went on and the Japanese got more desperate both for time and material. You see it's got the anti-aircraft sights. It's got a nice beautiful blued finish on there with a nice mum, a dust cover. A lot of early features that as time went on the Japanese would delete from production just to speed it up. It also has the monopod on there. And then it has the sight guards on the front sight. And this bottom one here is a late war, or what would often be referred to as a last-ditch Type 99. And you can see that one has chatter as well. That's something that you usually see later war period. And I believe it's from, you can see the splice there in that stock as well. You can see splice in each one of these. Just so again, for people watching, that is not a crack. You'll notice that the butt plate on the bottom one, the last ditch rifle, is wooden butt plate, which is kind of cool. It's nailed in there rather than screwed in. As the war went on and they got more desperate for material, especially metal, some factories actually switched to 2 nails instead of 3 nails to nail down the butt plate. You'll also notice that the bolt went to more of a cylindrical form, and that one is not straight at all, and that's probably how it left the factory. They were just desperate to get these out. Also went to a non-adjustable rear peep sight compared to earlier sights there. There's no monopod nor top handguard there, at least it's a shorter top handguard. Upper handguard. As you can see, the monopod again was deleted. And the middle rifle, the one that this video is about, actually never would have been delivered with a monopod, even though it has the rear band to accept one. This bottom one here obviously is missing the mum. That's something very common. The chrysanthemum, the sign of the Japanese emperor, was removed on a lot of these. This top rifle is all these actually are World War II bringbacks, which is the really cool thing about Japanese Arisakas, because most any Japanese Arisaka you find is going to be a World War II bringback. And they're definitely one of the last frontiers when it comes to cheap surplus, because they still have not really taken off as much as they could have. And this is another, this is a Toyo Kogyo. I was about to say Kokura. And it's a Series 30. And these were made from 1941 to September 1942. So this is a very early Type 99. Just show you the difference in the finish on these two. Obviously, the last name on their Kettle Hut. Oh, something else interesting about these. You'll notice the last two do not have chrome-lined bores, whereas the early one does. So, as time went on, that's another feature they deleted. But that top one was a World War II bringback. Gentleman's name was Kettle Hut. By the way, if you think I'm super smart, not so much. I just have awesome books and literature from people that are way smarter than me that collect these things. And one of those is the Type 99 Arisaka book. And I highly suggest this. It's got every bit of information you could want. Production dates, what the features would be on the rifles. It's a great way of, when you find a rifle, of knowing if parts have been swapped on it or things like that. Gives you everything you could want to know. Really cool book. Highly suggest it. Anyways, that's pretty much all the time I have. I wish I could go through it a little more. But yeah, Type 99 Arisakas, or Arisakas in general, Type 38s too, they're all pretty cheap because they just haven't really taken off. You know, if you compare that to an all-matching, let's say a K98K, a German K98 Mauser from World War II, a bring back all-matching, it's going to run you at least $1,500 if it's in decent shape, at bare minimum. Whereas you can get an all-matching Type 99 for $250, $350. And of course, they go up from there. There's the more features they have and the earlier they are, the more expensive and valuable they are. But you can get a World War II genuine Pacific bringback for $300 all day long on Gunbroker. And of course, I get them in my store all the time too. So if you check out the mossandcrate.com, I've got those. But yeah, I did want to share that with you because I thought that was a neat one. You know, you don't often see bringbacks that have been destroyed by war. Most of the time when guys brought something back, they wanted a rifle they could shoot. So I'm not sure if that rifle had special significance to the person bringing it home, or if it was the bottom of the barrel and someone just grabbed one off the battlefield and was like, well, yeah, it's something. I don't know. But thanks for watching, guys. Remember, I don't ask for donations or anything silly like that. And because YouTube has demonetized the channel pretty much, I pretty much just do this for the fun and love of surplus. So if you enjoyed the video, click that subscribe button, and hopefully we'll get some more up soon. Thanks for watching.